AJ, we're going to look back again, week 7, as we always do, the recap, the points totals. I'll let you start first, your team and how much points you got.
Yeah, this was another low-scoring week in general, which made me feel a little bit better in terms of getting an above-average score. I got an above-average, 11 above average this time with 57, which I'm quite happy with. Again, it's kind of usual suspects, and I've got a couple of differentials in there. So 3 points from Dean Henderson, despite the fact that they lost, because every single week I've been toying with taking him out, but he's making so many saves every single week. It's been too hard to do it. Kanate getting another clean sheet because he just rakes in points. He's been a player that I'm so happy I brought in a few weeks ago. Rico Lewis, happy that I kept him. Yes, he did concede 2 goals, but ended up with 4 points from that one because he got an assist against Fulham. So, as I said, I was a little bit worried earlier in the season that he might not play as much, but this Rodri injury and him kind of shifting into midfield means that he's going to start picking up some points, as I hoped he would. Then from there, Carvalho saving my bacon, really, because he did not start in the 5-3 game against Wolves. And when that was, I think, 4-2 at half-time, I was gutted. Looking at all the goals that he'd missed out on, really concerned about that. He came off the bench and scored the 5th late on, right at the death. So really happy he got that. 16 from Saka, I think that's been a popular one there. Blanks from Rodgers and Salah, a bit sad. And from Watkins, and from Haaland as well. But then saved once again, Chris Wood to the rescue. Another one that I toyed with bringing out, especially with the form of Solanke and a few other strikers that look quite good. But every time I think about taking him out, this big man from New Zealand, big bloke, ex-town, comes in and says, "Don't you dare take me out," and scored the opener at Stamford Bridge over the weekend. And Forest's fixtures coming up mean that, I think he's going to be staying in there.
Yeah, I'm debating maybe bringing him in as well, but I'm not doing it just yet. What's your bench looking like? Any players there who got any points? Or
no? Emile Smith-Rowe 1, Jacob Greaves 0, Taylor Harwood-Bellis 1. Emile Smith-Rowe, I've been quite happy with him early doors, but didn't start at the Etihad. I'm starting to think there might be some better value out there. So we'll get on to my potential changes in a bit. But spoiler alert, he's one that could be on the chopping block.
Yeah, he's in my team. I actually started him, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. And I mentioned your bench because my bench is full of points, and I'm not happy. And we'll get onto that shortly. But I got 62 points in total, so not a bad game week for me.
That's really good. 62. That's
so
well above average. That's above me. That's a really good week.
Yeah. Saka has helped me here, though, because I captained him, and obviously he got me 32 points. So he's the one who got me the points this week. I got Danny Welbeck in my team. He got 8 points. Liam Delap made his debut in my fantasy team, and he got 6 points for his goal at West Ham. And we won't talk about the rest. But he got 6 points, not too bad. Watkins only got 2 points. Salah, I think he's making his debut in my team. Did I make that? Yeah, I did make that signing. And he got 3 points. He did nothing. The 1 week he doesn't do anything. And yeah, hopefully I haven't jinxed him. But we shall see. Cole Palmer got 6 points, which is not bad. But then it's my defence who let me down, really. Del Rey only got 2 points. Pedro Porro got 1 point. Mitchell got 1 point. And obviously I started Leif Davis. And we all know what happened there. You got nothing.
We're not going to talk about that today, but if you want to go listen to us break it down, we recorded a podcast on Monday and tried to see some of the positives from that game, as well as looking over quite a few negatives. So
yes, very much so. And I may have to bring it up one more time because there's a certain player on my bench who I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't start.
Oh, I can have a guess.
Yeah.
Is he Mr. Jared Bowen?
It is Mr. Jared Bowen. He got 12 points and he's sitting on my bench because I don't know. I sort of used he's playing against Ipswich Town. I can't play him, but I wish I did instead of Smith Rowe. I think I was, just debating Bowen or Smith Rowe. Obviously Fulham had Man City, but I thought, he could do something there. But yeah, Bowen on my bench for 12 points. So he's got a star on his name. What is the star?
So the star, I believe, means that he's essentially in like the top scorers, the team of the week.
Okay.
From that week. So the other one that's in there as well, I think, was Saka. Yeah. It's got the star next to him as well. So yeah, the top point scorers have the star next to them. They're in the team of the week. So unfortunately, you've got one of those on your bench. So
Yeah.
that's got to sting.
Yeah, I think going forward, I'm just going to start Bowen all the time. I know West Ham have had not a great start to the season, but that was obviously a good win for them against Ipswich Town. That's the last time we'll mention that in today's show, because as AJ said, there is another podcast.
We'll try not to mention it.
And then a man who's become a bit of a cult hero on this podcast series, and that is Michael Keane, who got 6 points. I know it's not loads of points, but that is still more than
quite a lot.
It's actually more than the 3 defenders I got put together, because Mitchell and Pedro Porro got 2 points or 1 point each, 2 points in total. So even if Keane came in for Pedro Porro, I wouldn't have been sad because it would just but. I'm Everton. They've got Ipswich next though, so yeah. But I'm annoyed. I think that's the second time he's been on my bench and I haven't started him, and he's got points because didn't he score 1 week or something ridiculous?
He did, which was honestly one of the funniest moments I think of this podcast when he scored against Bournemouth in that 3-2 defeat, and he was on your bench. And ever since then, he has become a bit of a cult hero in that sense. He's actually, his attacking returns, I know this doesn't really count. He got an assist in the Carabao Cup at home to Southampton as well. Yeah. So he's getting in the box. He's a big lad. He's a proper Sean Dyche defender, isn't he? Which makes sense because he is ex-Burnley. I feel like we joke about Michael Keane, and understandably so, because he has become a bit of a cult hero / joke figure on this pod. But he's popping up here and there with these contributions, and Everton defensively look like steadying out a bit.
Yeah, could keep clean sheets. I'm actually just looked at game week 3, and I had Bowen and Keane both on my bench. Bowen got 5 points and Keane got 6 points. I even had Davis on my bench who got 7 points because that was
a rough week. I remember that
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Keane, people laughed at me having him in my team because he was a cheap option. I know there's some weeks he didn't get money points, like game week 6 he got nothing. But